So let's talk about Caitlin Clark real quick. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are the only two rookies that have started. Most of the other rookies have played, but I do believe they are the only two rookies that have actually started. Now, the one thing that I've noticed, Caitlin Clark had a good first game, and second game, I would give her a solid B-, C+. Shot was off, but that's going to happen when you are a shooter. But the one thing that I've been noticing, the fatigue level that comes in the second half. Now, I blame that specifically on just the length of the NCAA tournament. That fatigue factor is finally catching up. You see it in Caitlin Clark more than Angel Reese, because Caitlin Clark with the full length of the tournament, and that stuff weighs on you. You get a couple of weeks worth of rest. I guess they had about a little over a month before the draft, and then they had to get started with practice all over again. The length of that season is taxing to the body. And even when you have a rest, as opposed to somebody who's been resting for months, as opposed to a couple of weeks, that is going to catch up to you. And as far as Caitlin Clark, it looks like it is catching up with her in the fourth quarter. When you watch that second game against Atlanta, she looked like she did not have any legs in the second half. You saw it in her jump shot. The legs just wasn't coming through and nothing was falling. And as a shooter, the only way you can get better with that is you shoot your way out of it. She did the exact same thing that she did when she was at Iowa. If the shots ain't falling, she's trying to pass her way out of it. Even her passes were a little suspect. She didn't put that usual English on it, and she ended up with 6 turnovers that game. So different things like that. That type of stuff will equalize itself, and eventually her body will catch up. She better start getting in, doing some cold therapy, getting an oxygen chamber, or whatever it is that she has access to. Anybody out there, that's some easy endorsements. Get them oxygen tanks and them cold tubs in there so you can get that feeling back in your legs, because that's the thing that's missing. Her first game was great. I won't say phenomenal, but it was great. She was the leading scorer in the game. She was hitting her shots, played pretty good defense, moving up the court pretty good, but she did show some fatigue in the first game as well. Second game, it kind of caught up with her, and I think, like I said, it'll even itself out as the season starts. But those are just my thoughts going into the start of the season. It'll probably get better. Your body will respond. Just looking forward to the start of the season. Everybody getting on their charter flights, getting to the game in comfort, have a little bit more rest. Let's see what happens this year.